The Missouri House wrapped up another busy week as time continues to tick off of the legislative clock. Lawmakers gave approval to legislation changing the way Missourians vote during elections. The proposal allows individuals to vote before Election Day. The bill also requires all voters to show a photo ID before being allowed to vote. Supporters believe the ID requirement adds another level of security to the voting process.
And the reality of the situation is we're requiring a reasonable identification, and we're requiring it in a reasonable manner for the voter who shows up at the polling place to prove that they are who they say they are and that they prove that they're eligible to vote.
Opponents argue the bill is a cheap, partisan attack.
This is an attempt by partisan interest to limit the people who have the right to vote in this country.
Lawmakers narrowly approved the legislation, and the bill now moves to the Senate for debate. As state revenue numbers continue to decline, several lawmakers have proposed changing the way the state gives out tax credits. However, House leadership argues now is not the time to change the way the state attracts businesses.
We are putting people to work with these programs, and the last thing that our body wants to do in the House is bring destabilization to the market, like the Speaker said, or do something in the last 3 weeks of session that's going to put people on the unemployment lines.
The governor and several members of the Senate have called for tax credit reform, but the Speaker claims any broad proposal would not survive the House. Rounding out the week, lawmakers gave approval to legislation changing Missouri's need-based scholarship program. The Access Missouri Scholarship Program gives assistance to students attending Missouri's public and private higher education institutions. Currently, students attending private schools are eligible to receive more assistance than students attending public schools. Under the proposal, students would receive the same amount of financial assistance regardless of the college or university they attend.
This will assure that students in our state are given an equal amount of money to go to any school of their choice. It will solidify this as a need-based grant in the state of Missouri, I think, for years.
Under the proposal, the scholarship change would not take effect until the 2014-2015 academic year. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Jonathan Lorenz.